Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Lunary Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your October reading, so for any general messages, and I'm going to be focusing quite a bit on career and money. So yeah, let's get started. I have cleansed the space before I started the video, and if this message does not resonate with you, please feel free to check your other signs. Butterfingers doing this Mercury retrograde. Okay. Sagittarius. First message that I'm really getting for you at this time is that even though you've been going through a lot of, it feels almost like you're fighting with yourself internally of trying to decide which direction to go into, especially considering this is like more general life and career type of energy that I'm going to be reading for you today. So perhaps you're having ideas about moving your career or starting something new on the side or anything in that direction. Please take it as it resonates. You've been having a lot of conflict internally around it, mostly because you're afraid of letting go of what you're used to. You're afraid of your safety net, and your safety net can be many things. It doesn't necessarily even need to be your job. It could just be you're so used to working a job and now you're wanting to move on and become an entrepreneur, and it can feel a little bit intimidating. So what I'm really seeing for you is that even though you're feeling maybe a little bit anxious and not sure what the right decision is to make, you know internally what is best for you, and you're gonna know what it is because you're afraid to say it. There's an energy here of holding back and being almost afraid to speak what you really want to have or what you want to do moving forward, because it's like when you speak it, it becomes real. It's something real, and it's when it's still in your mind, it's almost like elusive and a little bit of a fantasy. And I feel like there's just honestly gonna come a point where you're gonna have to choose between yourself and what other people want from you. And you've already come so far inside yourself to know that you deserve to have it, to experience what you want. But you just feel like, yeah, it's just like this block around a safety net. And I'm of course not saying to quit your job tomorrow and start a business, but yeah, there's just an energy here of like being almost scared of your own creation or of what you could create. But what you don't see is that the moment you speak it into existence and the moment you talk it out, the right direction for you is going to be obvious. It's going to be right in your face, and you might even have been looking at it the whole time and thinking of it as a pipe dream or thinking of it as some fantasy, but it's real and it could be real. And as you're mulling it over and speaking to someone, or even if it's just to yourself, it's going to start taking shape. It's going to start taking shape, and I do see you leaving your comfort zone. Yeah. You are definitely, as there's gonna come a point where it's like it almost feels like something's gonna happen or something's gonna be said or something along those lines. I feel like it could be something that's said or just something that really just pushes you over the line, and you just say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, screw it. If not, why not? Sort of energy here. But what I'm also getting for you is that despite your indecision and the fear that you might be feeling, you do know what the right decision and the right path is for you, even if you're not ready to admit that to yourself. But I feel like you are. I feel like you've come a very long way, even if it doesn't feel like it. But you could be also having fears that maybe you're not creative enough, or you maybe don't have a specific talent or skill. But especially with the solar plexus here, like, you maybe not be feeling like you could create it, so maybe not feeling good enough, having imposter syndrome, all those types of things. Working on your solar plexus and meditating and grounding and working with that energy is really going to help you at this time. It's really going to help you. Also, trusting what you receive, trusting the intuition that you receive, even if it feels out there and it feels scary or spooky, but it can feel like you're completely leaving behind everything and stepping into something new, and that can be very scary. But you're ready for it. You're ready to sacrifice the thing that has been ruling your life. There's this energy here of you, maybe it could be a job or a career, or maybe like a career that you work really hard in, but it's sort of like a dead end sort of thing, and it's almost like you've been letting it rule your life or rule over you, or have like some serious power over you. And for you to leave it, it's like you're sacrificing a part of yourself, because you might have allowed this opportunity or this experience, like the job, the whole thing could be like an experience. You're allowing it to become like a part of you and a part of your identity. Oh, I do this. Like when you say things like that, it's like you're identifying with your career and with what you're doing. And letting go of that can feel like an identity crisis almost, out of fear of like, well, where do I go from here? But the best thing for you is going to be to just take some time, sit with yourself, and open up that throat chakra, your crown chakra, and work on your solar plexus, and trust what comes through for you. What is the outcome for Sagittarius on the month of October? Are you gonna actually want to know? Are you gonna take action on? The Sagittarius gonna take action on their ideas, on their purpose. Oh, what's that? Okay. Yes, you are. It might feel like it's going slow, or it's gonna be something that you're gonna take very slow steps, but you're gonna do it right. You're really gonna be laying the foundation. You're really gonna be patient with it. You're not gonna try and sprint to the finish line. You're gonna allow it to be what it is, but you're gonna do the work. You're gonna, like, if you're starting a business, you're gonna look at your niche. You're gonna look at the market. You're gonna look at you're gonna look at product market fit. You're gonna look at what people are looking for, how you can stand out. You're gonna look at all of that, and you're gonna start putting the pieces together in October. You might not actually be rolling it out into the public as yet, even though you could, and you actually should from the start, to just jump in. But that's up to you. But even if you don't, what you don't see is that this will have huge financial success for you, even if it doesn't feel like it. It could even be something that other people might feel are ridiculous, but in the long run, it's gonna be insanely successful, much more than you or your friends and family, or people who they might have your best, they might believe they have your best interest in mind, but they don't see the vision that you do. And you can create the success and everything that you desire from this, but you have to be willing to let go of your comfort. Yes. Yeah, it's like you have fallen out of love with your career, with what you have built here. This does not even need to be a career, because this is both general and, but this feels like career. It feels like something that has a solid foundation, and you've sort of been just allowing it to grow and to be what it is. But it's like you're not in love with it. You don't really enjoy it. Maybe you don't enjoy it as much as you used to, and you're ready for a change. Like you're ready for something new, something challenging. And yeah, like you're really going to be stepping into that in October. If you haven't already, you will. Yeah, and it's all about being practical, but also allowing for miracles, but not relying on miracles, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Is there any other messages for Sagittarius in the month of October? Any last messages for Sagittarius? Yeah, don't let your past hold you back, your career, the foundation, the stability that you have. You don't need to up and leave it today or this week or this month, but understand that you are more than what you do. You are more than where you have came from, and that you can create so much more from where you are right now, and that you deserve it, and that you will create it because it's your destiny to create it. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. If this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe and drop a comment down below. I read and respond to every comment I get. But thank you very much for being here. Bye!